So this one says, in Moose Point, Idaho, traditionally made blankets are aired outside on breezy spring days, attracting local blanket makers who enjoy this display of one another's masterpieces. So, when you get really long sentences like this, just strip it to the point, the bare bones, right? Subject and verb. In this case, we could get rid of this, in Moose Point, Idaho, because it's a prepositional phrase that's simply describing where it's happening. Right? We don't need that. Traditionally made blankets are aired outside. So blankets are aired outside. So we don't need this traditionally made. It's just simply modifying what? Blankets, right? Blankets are aired outside. You don't need this either, prepositional phrase, on breezy spring days. So main idea is what? Blankets are aired outside. That's the main idea. Okay? And this part over here is a modifier, right? It's doing ing, right? Attracting local blanket makers. So what is attracting local blanket makers? The blankets, right? When it's aired outside on breezy spring days, right? Who enjoy this, and this is where a lot of kids think the sentence goes wrong. Makers who enjoy. Who is talking about what? The makers. And what do the makers do? They enjoy this display of one another's masterpieces. What is this display talking about? This display is actually the stuff that we crossed out, which is what? When they are airing it out, right? And then when you air it out, all these other people who also enjoy making blankets, they're like, wow, I really like this, right? So attracting local blanket makers who enjoy this display of one another's, right, means I enjoy yours and you enjoy mine, one another's masterpieces, because they don't make just one blanket. There's other blankets, right? So that's okay. So there's actually no error to this question, and a lot of kids, they pick answer C, this, but there's nothing wrong with this, because this is simply explaining what? The action of airing this blankets out, right? And they like this display, right? Nothing wrong. And you could check if this works or not by, yes, first get rid of the stuff that's not pertinent or that's not crucial to the sentence, and then see if the modifier works when you flip it around. So you could do attracting local blanket makers. Who are attracting it? The blankets, right? Attracting local blanket makers. Blankets are aired outside on breezy spring days. And then you could build in the relative clauses after the whole after the main ideas, and it still works, right? So there's no error.